YouTube. I usually do them both simultaneously. Sometimes it's a little more finicky to go live on YouTube, but I find that it stays longer. Facebook is, I don't know, it's its own thing. So here we are. All right, so I am going to I'm really excited about this one, especially since we're doing the county fair next week with my girls. I thought it would be all, what we need to do is use our county fair club transfer, and it says county fair on there. There we go. We are on. I am Dory Jo with Prairie Scraps, and we are going to be doing Thrifty Thursday. Yay. We made it in both places. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Make sure that you say hello, do all the things, sprinkle the love for me, all those type of things. We're going to be using this month's club transfer. It says County Fair and Farmers Market, and then it's got a cute pumpkin in the middle. I think that pumpkin is the cutest. It's got a little ribbon right here. It's going to be hard for me not to do it a blue ribbon because, first our blue ribbons at the county fair. And then it says down here, award-winning shows, food and music, blue ribbon, produce, and pies. So I thought we'd use this on the back side of this club transfer this box frame that I made earlier this spring with another club transfer. That's kind of the cool thing about our club transfers. If you have a surface like this where even though it's not reusable, if you do it double-sided, I can use one side in the spring, and I've had it all summer because the flowers are appropriate and butterflies all summer long. And now as we get into fall with a pumpkin, this is going to get me through fall, and then I'll be able to pack it away till next spring. So I love to use I think it's a thrifty move. I honestly think it's thrifty to go ahead and use a surface on both sides for two different holidays, and you don't have to have as much in storage that we like, right? Okay, so I'm going to do this as a club member, little pumpkin chockable chip. This is, chocolate shape. It's a pumpkin. It fits that exactly. And this is reusable, so you could redo it however you wanted. And we're going to use it today. Oh, I would love, and I'm going to go the tradition. I think I'm going to do traditional pumpkin. I really have like this thing in me that I want to do like the blue pumpkins. I love the blue pumpkins too. And I kind of have the blue going in my house, the light blue, more like this teal on my little raccoon. But anyway, so we're going to do a couple of different things here with these. So this is a new transfer that just came out this month, and it will only be available this month. You'll also get 3 different paste packets with your club transfer every month, and a new shape every month that goes with the transfer. So I'm pretty excited. They added this, no extra cost for the surface to go with it. I think it's genius. I've been wanting, a craft club that actually included some surfaces. That makes it amazing. So if you want more information about that, just put club down below. But in the meantime, we're going to use this. Maybe if I can get it open. So anyway, I'm finally back at Tuesday. I thought orthodontist appointment was set at 3:00. No big deal. Wouldn't get into my live on Tuesday, my t-shirt Tuesday, and lo and behold, the orthodontist, it wasn't here in town. We had to go down to Lewiston, which was the real digger when we were trying to find buttons here in town. Like I was, by Joanne Fabrics. I could have gone and gotten some buttons there instead of having such issues, but oh well, I think we've got it fixed. Now we just have to finish the shirt by Monday and take pictures. We actually need to take pictures by Saturday because that's the last time we can get pictures made in town because everything else is closed. Oh my gosh, why can I not get this open? I'm just going to put an X on the back of this because I want to know which side is the back. Sometimes the backs are just as shiny as the front on the backer. So the first thing I want to do is actually kind of match this up with this pumpkin and make sure I've got the right side because I want to do a background wash on this chockable chip here or chockable shape. It looks dark all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. I'm going to use this new color, Hey Pumpkin. Isn't that pretty? It's so gorgeous. It's one of our brand new colors, and I got this jar free. I'm so excited. It's so exciting when you win something, isn't it? I think I love to. Prizes are my thing. I am like a gifting person. I love to give gifts. And I love to receive gifts. Oh my goodness, this is, I don't know. It's kind of dried on here. This was definitely in some upside down mail on its way here. I'm just going to put there's some kind of dried edges on this, and I'm just going to go ahead and put them in there because they will reincorporate, even though they've kind of dried on the top. I'm going to do the best I can anyway. After we're done, I'll just go ahead and mix it in. I am definitely making a mess today. It's a thing. It's nice just to get out and do some crafting of my own instead of sew here, sew there, rip here, rip there. That's how sewing goes when you're the mom. It's not always the most fun. And when you see your child like crying because, you know, they have to rip out for the 500th time. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do for this wash, but I do know I want to use this pumpkin. And let's see, I want to use a smaller brush. What happened to my new brush? There it is. I see it. Okay. So I'm actually going to get this a little wet, the brush, because I want to go ahead and I like my brushes to be moist when I start because I just think it works better. And then this one, I think I'm going to do, I don't want to do the top. So we're going to work on that. I'm going to just try to do a wash on this. And that's why I'm starting with this, because I want to start. I'm not great at, I don't know. Some people can paint pumpkins. I'm not your girl for that. I'm not really good at it. So, but I appreciate the fact that this is a surface we can use and it's going to come out okay. Even though my painting skills, this is washable. So my painting skills might be a little wanting. Let's just say that. I'm not a painter, but I do want to do this first because I want it to dry before we do the actual pumpkin outline on it. So we're just going to take a brush and wash. And I think I'm definitely making a mess. That's number one. And I may go around some edges here. Since we're doing a white background, I sort of want this to stand out. So at least on this side. I don't know. Up. Probably because this will sit on my mantle. Probably. It's kind of pretty. It's a really pretty color. Hello, Derby. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So that is it. I'm going to just wash this off. It's probably not going to be entirely clean. You know, orange kind of makes, it's called Hey Pumpkin is the color. I'm going to mix in this dry portion now before I go ahead and shut this container. So everybody's working on their fair projects. It's such a fun time of year. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. I appreciate it. And thanks for taking my message and jumping in for me. If you would like a reminder message on Messenger, just go ahead and put remind, and I will add you to my list. We do need to be friends. So if you get a friend request from Dory Jo Stoll, please accept. It's not a prank. I am just trying to get you into my messenger. And if you would prefer to have a text message instead of a messenger, if messenger isn't your thing, that's totally fine with me. I do have a text reminder. I don't send it out every single time just because I hate to fill people's texts, but I do try to send it out, a couple times a month for sure as a reminder. I'm much better with the messenger. I feel like you're just going to ignore it if you don't have time. So it's okay. But love to have everybody on. It all helps me out. Getting a little traffic here and there is nice. Okay, this one is called Saffron. It kind of looks exactly like saffron, doesn't it? Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to mix this in. This is another new color that just came out for the fall. And I'm going to mix this in with my orange because right now I want to wipe this one part up here. That shows you how good it is, how washable it is. I just sort of randomly put some of that Hey Pumpkin on there, and it's more watercolored. So you can kind of see the brush strokes. And then I'm going to fill this in with the saffron, I think, because I think they're beautiful colors, and it might actually, I think I'm going to try to do some blending too here. I don't want to have like stripes so much. So when you get the chalk paste wet, it will like reactivate. So you can either scrub it off, or in this case, I might just go ahead and get it a little wet to spread, spread the wealth, share the wealth here. I just want to give it some dimension, and I didn't want a white background on my pumpkin. So this sort of fills it in, and we'll see what we can do here. I think from here, I'm just going to go ahead and, put some water out and try to get it a little more watered down between the colors, because I'll show you what this looks like right now. You can see it's pretty streaky. Not exactly what I'm looking at or wanting it to look like right now. But what I want to do is just come in on those lines and sort of do a little more blending. And you could blend with your fingers like we do for the ombre when we do the ombre. But I think in this case, it might be nice to kind of have it look like more water painted. So I'm just blending with water. A little water in the lid here with the saffron. Got that one a little light. And this may look like a total mess to you, and I'm with you there. It does kind of remind me of a mess. I'm just trying to make a nice smooth edge across the top. Give you a look at that. See, that's a little bit, it still is pretty streaky, I think, but a little better. Like I said, I'm not a painter, so, and edges, those are nice. And if I don't like this, we can change our mind, right? I can just wash it. This is a washable chip. But I have a feeling one of the things I love about being a designer is that we get this opportunity every month to get whatever you get as a customer. So we get these transfers actually a month ahead of time. But when we place our order, we now get the surface as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think that's a really nice perk of being a designer. And I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to keep this little pumpkin for myself. I like it. Yes, except my camper might be kind of full. My neighbor Amber, she stopped by one day and she's like, this is really full. I'm pretty full up here. But yes, you could definitely come and chalk with me. And, we could always chalk online too. If you ever wanted to do just a crafting night, we could do that. I'd love to do that. It's, more fun to chalk with others for sure. Craft with others. Okay, so we're going to move on to this. And I need to decide what colors should we do. Like I said, I would really like to do the first in a blue. In a blue. So maybe I need to start there. Maybe that teal, huh? That was academia that I used. I don't know. That's too teal. too teal. Academia was that one. Here's one of our chocolate chips as well. Shapes. Isn't that cute? I haven't even attached him anywhere. I just kind of kept him hanging out. That was one I did at leadership. Okay, I think before we get too far into this and I forget, I'm going to go ahead. I'm thinking about it. I've got colonial blue, I think. It might be my blue color. And I don't want to go too bold. We're going to just get some surface wax onto this white surface. And the reason for that is it is wood. So wood is porous. And sometimes that it'll, the ink, the paste will kind of leak into it. So I'm thinking about doing our bark for the lettering. I don't know. I should have paid closer attention. I saw different people's version of this and I maybe should have paid more attention. The blue, and I was thinking maybe I should do more of the pumpkin on something. Maybe I could do that. Hey, Michelle. I am trying to decide colors on my county fair. I have no idea. I'm going to do a little fuzzing because this is the first time I've used this month's club transfer. I love this one. I love this pumpkin, but I am torn. The colors I've seen it in so far though have not included traditional colors, and a lot of them are not. The ribbon is not blue, and that will bother me. So I'm gonna have to do a blue ribbon, which means blue other places, right? I don't know. Any ideas are welcome. Oh, yeah. The highest ribbon you can get is purple. That would be, well, and that's going to vary according to county probably. But yeah, that would be like a Grand Reserve or Grand Champion is purple, but this says first. So I'm kind of going with a first ribbon is blue. So I don't want to do purple. I don't like purple. And of course, I'm going to hoard my own pumpkin because I don't want to share it. So I'm thinking blue, and then I might do these little flags blue too. I don't know. They're kind of connected. I don't know. Let's see. Well, this might say a lot. I'm kind of dry up here in this colonial blue. Let's see if we can revive. I don't know. Hey, John, good to see you. Yeah, blue is a first ribbon. Purple would be like Grand Reserve or Grand Champion. There's usually actually a purple ribbon for Grand Champion and then a pink one for Grand Reserve. And they're usually they're different style ribbon. They're not this traditional ribbon. They usually have the, I don't know what you call it, the sundial on it, the fan on it. We have our fair starting on Monday, so that's what we've been doing all week. I don't know why that happens. As much as we try not to be doing everything in the last minute, we're always busy up until the last minute. So trying to get things ready. It has been nice. Lydia had her sewing project done for prom because she made her prom dress. So that's been nice. We haven't had the hassle of making a prom dress right now. And but Beth is, for once, actually usually Beth is done first and Lydia is second. This time it's reversed and Bethany is not appreciating it. I could tell you that. She is not having it. And every time she gets mad and throws a hissy fit, I say, that's not helpful. That's not helpful. That's all I keep saying to her. She's so mad. So what do you think? Should I do, I'm going to do this blue for sure. Colonial blue. This first here. And then what else do you think? Should I do fair in blue? Or should I do blue on the, I should enter this in the fair. I can enter something. This last time I entered some of my things into the fair in the open class, they weren't super responsive to it. Like the judge, apparently she judged really hard on everybody. I wasn't alone, but I don't know. I think maybe she didn't know what to think about the trends right now, because I wasn't the only one. There was one that did the vinyl sign, a vinyl sign, and entered it. And then I had some different categories, and she just didn't really give good response to it. So I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe it'll be a different judge. Who knows? Right? Okay, I'm going to peel this back because it is drying quickly. I don't want it to chip. That looks pretty good. Look how nice that looks. Isn't that cute? All right, what do you think? Should I do fair in the blue as well, or the flags? Maybe the outside flag. Isn't that cute? I think it's really cute. I do think it's a nice color. I think I'm going to do fair, and then I'm going to start with this outside flag. That's what I'm going to do, the 2 outside flags. There's an even number of flags. That kind of bothers me. I like odd numbers in decoration, so why even? Do you think I don't want to do like, maybe I'll do a yellow on the inside flags. Okay. And this is pretty dry stuff, so I'm going to peel right away. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yay. Love it. I don't know if you can see that. Flags, huh? Okay. I'm thinking about using the saffron because that'll kind of match the pumpkin. I'm not going to do the pumpkin because I'm going to do the pumpkin on the shape. So we're just going to work on this. Try not to. We're having beautiful weather, finally. I have no complaints about that. And it seems that the fires are out, or at least not so bad. So that's good. Nobody wants forest fires. All right, here we go. Other side flag. Perfect. You see that? Is that cute? Okay. Now, I think I'm going to use saffron on the other flags. I'm going to push down on this one because that one's more dry. And so I'm going to shut this. We'll think about what else to do in blue. What do you think? I could do this blue ribbon down here. It says blue ribbon, produce, and pies. Who doesn't love pies? Our 4-H food stand, one of the things that we all have to, each club is responsible for bringing 6 homemade pies to the 4-H food stand so you could buy a slice of pie at the fair. I don't ever do that. That's something new to me. I'm an ice cream girl at the fair. You must know the truth. Surprise, surprise, right? Saffron on fair. Oh, yeah, that would be pretty. Okay, I did just a little bit blue. Oh, my gosh. That is so teeny tiny, but so good. So good. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so excited about that. Look how nice that looks. Exciting. Okay, let's do the flags, I guess. I'm going to shut this for now and see what I'm half inclined to put water in there, but so pies are, thankfully I didn't have to do pies. I'm just going to have to go next Wednesday and work in the 4-H food stand because they need adults to work. And so I will go do that. The girls will work with me too. Ooh, is this saffron or pumpkin? Oh, I grabbed pumpkin. It is a little more orange for sure. Oh, yeah, I did add some water to the blue for sure. I almost did the fair. Holy cow. And then I did the opposite side from what I was planning. These little these little lines are little. You could do them like all in one color, and that would be easier, I think. But, you know, you can also make them all different colors if you want. Okay, so yellow, saffron. I don't think that's as dry, but I'll peel it anyway. Cute. Yep, I like that. Saffron. Good thing I didn't mix those up. There's a little bit. I love these colors, the saffron and the hay pumpkin, but they're very close. I feel like I'm pulling blue across it from the blue, so I'm trying to get in there. I need to like sweep my camper before it gets cold again. I can't believe how fast this summer has gone. I always try to like sweep and wash the floor because nobody wants to be out here in the winter doing that kind of stuff. Nobody. You're whistling. Hope nobody's lost their dog. Just do the yellow across here. It kind of connects. And then smooth it all out. And clean up the flag, I guess. Okay. I'm going to peel from this way. Nice. I just love how smooth that all looks. Look at how nice that looks. Isn't that crisp? Oh, yeah. I got all the colors. I won all the colors. I'm so excited, Michelle, from the company. So exciting. Okay, I'm going to do fair, like you said, in the saffron. Oops. Get me a mini squeegee here. Sometimes I wonder, why do we do all, oh shoot, I got a bubble in that R. I'm not going to rub it too hard. Darn it. I hope it turns out, because if you get bubbles, you want to make sure you have it down so you don't get bubbles. If you get bubbles, it may go underneath, so, or it may not turn out right just because of the air bubbles. My bad. Okay. Get that one up. Hopefully that, oh, it turned out okay. Okay. Oh, that was a close one. I was worried there was a bubble on the R. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Love, love, love. Little bit of blue. And then I think I'm just going to go with bark for the rest of this because I want to do bark on my pumpkin. Maybe a little, I don't know. Who knows? I may change my mind. Yeah, they are beautiful colors. Just drying this up. I don't want it to stick when I stick it back down again and mess it up or whatever. Getting this nice and dry. See if we can find some bark. That's not it. Oh, first one. That never happens. I have a bark that's almost gone that I use for staining things. I just put more water in it every time and then use it for staining. And then I have a more full bark, which I'm going to use here. So we're going to just get this cleaned off so that's ready. So it's Thrifty Thursday. I usually try to go live every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I do send out reminders, so just put remind if you'd like to be on the reminder list, because I'm happy to do that. I can send a text too, but I don't do that one just as much because I just don't want to fill up people's text. I want to be respectful of everybody's phones. So that's just how I feel about it. So we're going to do bark on the county. Bark on the county. And then here on and farmers market, we're not trying to do the pumpkin. It's not the end of the world if I hit it, but I trying not to. Let's just say that. Get some of that. All right, and I want to use my little squeegee here to the rest of the county. Why? Because it's kind of in between that yellow a little bit. All right. Here we go. Let's see what we did. Nice. I just love how... I love those. I'm telling you, bark is one of my favorite colors. Just love it. Love it, love it. Now I'm going to do these down here. Award-winning... Oops. Got it on crooked. Award-winning shows, food, and music down here in bark as well. Just going to grab some... Try to get in here. And then I'm going to use bark on the pumpkin. Could use some green on the pumpkin too if you wanted to do the green, the top part of the pumpkin in green. I think I'm just going to go brown. I just love a nice brown pumpkin top. I always save whenever we have pumpkins, I always save the stems because you can use them for crafts on your pumpkins because once they dry out, they work great on other things. So I'm just going to set this aside. Actually get this shut. And then we're going to take this off. And a little bit of my bark got on some of the yellow down there and some of the blue, and it's totally fine. I actually kind of like it. There it is. That's what we've got. Now, I could put any fruit on there, right? But we're going to do fruit or vegetable or whatever. Pie. I know we have some transfers that have pies on them. So we'd rather have a pie. That would absolutely be the bomb. But I am going to do our shape that comes in the club. This little shape you can only get from the club. And that I love. Okay. So we're trying to match this up here. I think that might be it. And I washed that before. Whoops. Getting a little brown here. Get a little bark around. Something is... I want to get all the bubbles out. I have to say these transfers are easier to see the bubbles now. So I guess I should have... I could have gone over this like once with, a color first or green or whatever, and then gone back over it again after we washed it. But I figured since the shape is pretty straightforward, I could just go ahead and use the bark over the whole thing afterwards. So, and it's all washable if I want. So this is my newest pink squeegee that is exciting. When you hit your 1 year anniversary as a designer or as a club member, you get an exclusive pink squeegee. Barbie pink, right? Who doesn't like Barbie? All right, I want to get that stem all done. Just squeezing it on. It's okay if you get too much. This is a washable transfer, so you can use it over and over. I can see lots of potential for this pumpkin, for sure. All right. There we go. Just get the excess off, put it back in there for use later, and then we'll set this aside. It's all washable, non-toxic, which is really nice. I'm going to put a little bit of water in my bark because it's getting a little crusty there. So when you put a little water in to shut it up, it kind of just grabs, it works its way through the paste on its own. So we're just going to grab this off of here. Try not to smear it. Just nice and slow. Oh, and it's actually kind of grabbing. I could have waxed this. I did think about that. I could have waxed this. And you can see some of the white came off. Some of it came off. But I'm good with that. It makes it look a little bit more rustic, I think. It's just stuck to the transfer. So to prevent that, if you wanted your orange to all stay there, all you would have to do is wax it over the top, and it still will be a washable transfer. It just would prevent that original coat from coming back up. So, but I think it's actually pretty. Don't you think that's beautiful? I love it. And I don't mind the blue or the brown on the stem, but you could do that in green, like I said. Definitely pumpkins turn brown at the end of the season, right? Or the stems do for sure. That's when you know when you can pick it. So let's get some of this. I think I got saffron all over here, or pumpkin. Hey, pumpkin. I don't want it on my other side. Remember, this is a double-sided. We're doing the county fair here. Let's see if I don't know if I've got any battery. This might be a predicament right here. We'll see. Because my daughter was using it. Love it when they use it for projects, but sometimes it's hard to get a battery going. We'll see if we can get that going. So I'm going to just hot glue that right in there. Right where it would have been if I had printed it there. So if really you want to be in the club, because this, I think I'm probably going to be a little selfish with my little pumpkin shape. I'm never probably going to sell this unless somebody contacted me and offered me a really good price for this, because I would make another one without the 3D on there. I think it would look really cute as well. But I do think I'll be keeping that little pumpkin. So anyway, that's what I've got. Make sure you put club down below. Do all the things for me. I appreciate you coming here this evening. Wish us luck. Pray for us this weekend as we finish up these fair projects and get going. You know, it's always rough when you are coming down to the line, and we try not to, but we are really down to the line. For the fair this next week, I think I will be here. I should be back in time to do a live on Monday at 4 p.m. Just keep watch on my page. I will post if I am unable to make it in time, because it is the fashion show. It's all the clothing. Mine on the way with fabric as an applique. Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Yeah, this would be great on fabric, right? Yes, thank you. Hopefully everything will pan out. You just worry for your kids. And we have a little royalty running going on. Lydia's running for fair royalty, so that's a big thing. There's 4 girls running and only 3 get in. So pray for us for that too. That will be announced on Friday night. She gets presented on Wednesday. So be paying attention. I will be definitely very active next week at the fair for sure. If not, doing some crafting. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for all the things, because I like to take lots of pictures. And make sure that you have a great and blessed evening, and keep on crafting.